Good morning and welcome to another episode of Unscripted and Unchained RPG Review. I am Game Master Bloodworth, and as you can see by the graphics, I'm going to be talking this morning about the mega success of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Kickstarter that just completed last night. I actually sat in on their live stream and watched as the creators or some of the creators were talking about the project as it was going forward. I believe they did clear up some things that I've heard at least one naysayer out there saying that this is just the same old crusty rules and such, and there's not any significant changes in the art, or it was just a naysayer not wanting to see how successful I believe that this remastering and republication of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the TTRPG space is really going to be. And I backed this when it first launched, on day one, and then I tweaked what I was going to back last night, adding another $45 to my Kickstarter, and I still may pick up a few other things once we get to the pledge management phase. Now, I backed this because I've been a huge fan of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, especially going back in the day. Um, I remember getting the comic books when they first came out, the graphic novels in particular. My younger brother, who was born in 1980, I mean, this was his thing as a kid. So I remember buying the action figures, and it became a big part of my relationship with my younger brother, with all of these different game items and such, and toys that came out in the early 1980s. So it was a very exciting time, and this was a great game system and great game to play back then, and I fully anticipate that it is going to be opened up to new audiences today with this Kickstarter. So if I haven't mentioned it already, the Kickstarter came very close to $1.3 million. It backed finally at $1.277 million, so just shy. And I anticipate that number is going to move upwards. It can't go lower, as they stated in the announcement last night. It can only go higher as people then increase what they got as far as additional add-ons and such going forward. And as I said, I may actually add on the play mat and the dice tray as well to what I backed. So why am I so excited about this project? Well, I see this project as having an opportunity to be run at gaming conventions, and to attract an audience, especially a younger audience, to tabletop role playing in general. And it is also a franchise that is backed by a tremendous, multi-billion-dollar corporation that is Paramount Pictures. It has a global it has global recognition, probably more so than its chief competitor, Dungeons and Dragons. It has a multi-billion-dollar merchandising that is backing it as well. It has movie franchises. It has cartoons. It has a new cartoon that is going to be released There's, I believe, another movie in the works for it as well. And now with the tabletop role playing game getting a remastering, a facelift, if you will, really modernizing it in its presentation. And I'm going to show some of that off to you as well. I really do have the belief that this is going to be a big hit in 2024, early 2025, and I'm hoping that Palladium Books takes all of this momentum and then starts thinking about at least a either a second edition or moving towards opening it up even more so with additional support with adventures and other tie-ins to the tabletop role-playing game as well. So really excited about it. It was a lot of fun to sit in for that last 40 minutes of the Kickstarter last night and see the chats that were coming through and seeing how um, the co-creator and the managers or the artists were interacting with everyone and just opening our eyes more and more to what we are going to be seeing. So without further ado, let me jump into that. Take a look at the Kickstarter itself. So total 8383, interesting number. So 8383 backers. They pledged a total of $1.277,496 million towards the project. And as you can see, I am a backer. I am a backer at $145 pledge. And that's $100 for the two core books in hardback, and then the metal dice that were the shredder dice, and I also added the Game Master's, which I think is super important to have. I can't wait to actually play this at a convention and have that Game Master screen out in front of me, and and then the other materials. I'm probably going to add to this the dice rolling mat and the dice tray. I'm not going to do the tower because the tower is not something that's easy to store. But just taking a look at some of the some of the details of it, I just want to go back into clearing up some things, right? So remastered text. Palladium Books archives of these titles, the original boards sent to printer for printing, have been painstakingly scanned at high resolution, cleaned up visually, edited for typos, and updated with new content and rules clarifications. There are some new rules to this system. They've been modernized in some cases, streamlined, and they are updated. So that's something that I've seen a few naysayers like, oh, this is still the 1985 game system. It's not. At its core, it is. It's still going to be the D100 system, but there are other elements of it that have been modernized. The art upgrade, it is in full color. All right, very, very important to put that out as well. The art hasn't just been tweaked. The art has been made in full color, including new art for covers and interiors and such as well. So that's another major difference, and that's something that I'm here to debunk as well. The idea that it's only had minor tweaks to the art is just not true. So here are the base covers of the two hardbacks. That's the one that I picked up. So Then we're going to go through the new homage cover art, which is what I got. And then I want you to start taking a look. And I know it's really hard to see going from screen to screen, but if you open this up and look at it as well, you're going to see the more modern layout here. So the classic rules clarified and updated to provide ease of play for fans old and new alike. All right, and a whole new cartoon or comic strip included in it. The two-page spread. The work is still in progress, and you can see. Then here is the layout for combat, and you can see that throughout the pages there are these little, these little cartoon cells, artwork cells that are meant to enhance what you're reading as well. But I really like the layout model. To see this on a much bigger screen is, makes it really pop when you're looking at it, not picture in picture as I'm showing it to you now. So here is the Rogues Gallery, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and this is Raphael. And here is Leonardo and such, and it gives all of their stats. Now the Transdimensional Adventure Redux editions. So now we have different cover art for the other levels that you could have backed at. Here's the black and red. Still really, really nice, the black, white, and red editions. They're still waiting to reveal this, but the artist last night, she was showing us at least the sketch of where it stands. So that's the new cover art is by Sophie Campbell. She showed this one in its full, and the other one she's working on, and she gave us a glimpse. So that's really cool. And her talking about what Kevin Eastman, told, like he said, I don't want just something to be on there, but it has to be dynamic. It has to show, and that cover is just phenomenal. Going on, so this is the mutagen green foil covers, and those are really sweet looking too. And then moving forward, we have the various dice sets, and so you have a variety of dice sets. I'm going with the shredder dice because I don't have any metal dice in my collection, and so I decided to go with that. They're $25 for the set. The others are $20 for the set. The dice tray and tower, I'm probably going to get the dice tray and the scroll. Haven't decided yet, quite yet. Then there are the miniatures, and you have two sets of miniatures. They are $70 each for the sets. So you're getting, you're getting all four Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You're getting Casey Jones and Splinter, two Ultrons, aliens and robot bodies, and more to be unlocked. And there are more to be added into it. See below, including Fungitoids. Then there's the villains, and there are stretch goals for the villains as well. And here's the add-on. So this you can add on, like if you backed it even for $1 prior to last night, prior to roughly 11:58 p.m., then you can always add any of these things to your $1 pledge. That's why I said that number of 1.277 is going to go up. It's going to go higher than that. And the rest is just the rest of the Kickstarter there. So I'm going to switch back to views. So, like I said, really excited. I can't wait till, it's scheduled to ship in September of 2024. My first convention is, of that time frame, that fourth quarter of 2024 is going to be in October. So I'm hoping to have the books and other materials by October. That way I can jump right into to actually running it at a convention. So I'm looking to run this at ShireCon 2024, which will be in Connecticut. I went to ShireCon earlier on this year, and so now I have another game that I certainly want to bring to the table there and run it there. So really excited about that. Now, how do I start preparing for that? Just in the unlikely event that I don't get the hardcovers in time for that convention. Well, I'm going to switch views here. I have my originals, right? So I have my originals. I can start creating an adventure using the books that I do have, and at least get the adventure created, and then when the new rules come out and the modifications and such and the streamlining and the books that I will bring with me to the to be on the table so that people can see what is being run at that table. At that point, I will then update my adventure to match the new rule set. So really excited about this coming forward, and I hope that you are as well. If you've backed this, and I will switch one more time. If you back this Kickstarter, please feel free to jump in the comments section. Tell me how you're planning on playing this or running this. What conventions you're going to go to if you are going to be running this at conventions. Maybe we can touch bases. Maybe I can jump in your game, or perhaps you will be in the Connecticut area in October of next year, and you can certainly be welcome to jump into my game as well. I'm also going to be looking to see if this starts to be seen across the VTTs out there, in particular Roll20. I think that it'll be very popular there as well. There is so much content out there, so many merchandise and other things out there on the internet where you can very, very easily find free virtual tabletop assets online to port them into whatever game you're going to run online as well. So that's super exciting, and that's something that I'm going to probably start to create at this time, is start to create the the groundwork for running Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in 2024 and 2025 for myself. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, it was really exciting to watch that that mega success of the Kickstarter last night. Congratulations to Palladium Books and Nickelodeon and Paramount, because this was a huge success for for them as well, and hopefully it means a bigger and brighter future for all parties involved, as well as for the tabletop hobby as in general as a whole. We can all encourage and be happy to see this franchise get a second breath of fresh air and essentially a remastered relaunch of the product in our space. So thanks for joining. I hope you liked this video. If you hadn't subscribed, please consider subscribing. There will be some announcements coming forward. My channel has just exceeded 2950. So on the way to 3,000. At 3,000, I am going to do some giveaways. Or actually, technically at 3,005, I'm going to start doing some giveaways just to make sure we have a little bit of cushion in there before I commit to sending out things and have to establish a process of doing public lottery drawings for the items that I will be giving away. So be on the lookout for that as well. Remember to like and subscribe and comment and hit the alert button so that you're made aware of my new uploads. I will have one coming up later where I'm doing some campaign prep for Castles and Crusades. So you may see that either later on this afternoon or sometime this evening. So have a great day and take care.